you see how he's healthy inside and outside, okay? Which is very good. But anyway, my name is Gen Trista, and they call me Dr. E. I don't know why, but that's what they call me. And I'm a naturopath doctor for over 17 years. And then I study beside the book, knowledge. I study with a lot of fellows, a lot of guys. Wherever there's knowledge, we go. Everywhere. So we put as much as possible in our repertoire and to find a way to help people. But a good healer is someone that has a devotion. You know, all of us here, with all the due respect, we might have some MD here too because we do have some good ones. But I do know those natural healers. Most of us, we don't really do it for money. If we have to do it for money, it would never work. I'm a kinesiologist as well. If you come to see me, I have to ask your body, am I the right practitioner for you? A lot of the time, I not be the right one. The energy is not connected. That's how humble that is. Yes. And we know that energy is like everything. The earth itself will never sustain without energy because there's nothing, there's no food, there's nothing that holds the earth. It has to hold itself. The body works the same way. And we have what you call we have a protocol. I think all of you here who's in that particular field would understand that. I believe so. That when we work with someone, we always, even though they have to go to the doctor, some of them have to go for operation. Sometimes they tell them that, oh, you got to come out. I give you 30 days. We always ask them to give us at least 90 days. Please give us 90 days. And after 90 days, if there's no improvement, and my head starts speeding up, and it's bothering me, something is wrong. So now, what happened here is that when we go to school, we read those medical textbooks. They always say that we live on the cellular level. So we keep it in mind. Whenever we have a test, we answer the question and keep going because we want to graduate and go to our business now. But we after a while, you've been practicing after a while, you go back to your book and study it and analyze it, then you find out, so what to do with cellular level. The cellular level has a lot to do with energies. It's a life. It's your life. We have 1 trillion cells. Without the cells, there would be no life. So we figured out now, why is that we keep losing energy? Why is that there's a certain part of our body that keep deteriorating? Our teeth is full off. Our eyes is messed up. Sometimes it's the legs or what have you. Now, we know that those cells, they must be recharged. Those cells must be cleaned up. Take the toxin out of them. Take all the bad gas out of the cell. Because a lot of time we visualize things physically, but we don't think about things that we cannot see, and they're bombarding us all the time. So the body is at work 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. We have something for past 20 years. We don't even know it's there, but the body's fighting. So now, I find that something got to be done, and I sent for some equipment from Canada, something from some other places, but I don't have enough satisfaction. But I prayed a lot. I said, please guide me, because I don't say, well, I need a lot of money. No, I said, please guide me, because there must be some. I even get even further. I said, Lord, should I just put my hand on someone? It's happened though. It does happen. You put your hand on someone, and that energy taking care of business is happening. So now, the reason why a lot of time we give people the best remedies, the best herb that is, and we don't have the satisfaction that we're looking for, is because the body is not strong enough to absorb it. The body, it's just like you wear an umbrella, you expect to get wet. The water never penetrates. So a lot of times you take things, it doesn't go to the cells. And we live on the cellular level. So something got to be done. Another thing is that circulatory system. So we always address the vein, the venules, the arteries, but we don't say anything about the microcapillaries, those little veins that you cannot see with the naked eye. And that represents about 74% of our whole circulatory system. So that's the problem right there. Now, I was just about ready to go home for about 4 months because I've been here for over 49 years. And when it comes to winter, I just want to take 2 steps back. But just one of my clients, because we don't use patients, we as a natural people, we say clients. One of my clients called me and said, Doc, I found something I want you to see. I said, now, what is this again? I just come from Haiti. I mean, you're going to have to spend some money. I don't have, my credit card is way up there. She said, no, 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 no. This is what happened. As you know it, I have the pains and it's hard for me to get on my bed. When I go downtown, I cannot even go down the stairs. I said, now I can do this. I can also right away. I said, what's the name of it? She said, Bemer. It just happened that I was in front of my computer and I quickly have a Bemer. To me, that was a BMW sound because she said Bemer. So I took it there and I started seeing what happened. Bemer is an acronym for Bioelectromagnetic Energy Regulator. That's what it is. I said, energy regulator? I said, because as a kinesiologist, so I started doing some muscle testing. Said, if this thing is good, oh, I found a lot of energy. I said, oh. So I done a few more research, and then 2 weeks later, I signed up for it. Yeah. Because I want my client to feel good. Me personally, it was my prostate and my eyes. Because I'm an African, I have few bullets in that there. I don't want to lose my bullets, so I got to take care of my prostate. I'll tell you that much. So that was my prostate and my vision. Because I used to drive at night. I could not see any further than 150 feet away because I always see a big shadow. It's very apprehensive, you know, when you see, you feel like you're going to hit something. Yeah, so I use the Beamer. When I first come to this country, I started in the factory really, and they give me something that was so heavy. You know, I'm so small that everybody here was 6 feet something. So me with a guy that's 6 feet something, lift up something, all the way fall on me. And I messed up right there, right there. I pull out a muscle. Man, I do all the modalities you can think about. Every September of the year, that's the anniversary. And I have to explain that to you as well. Every September, that thing is like the whole sciatic nerves. I was in Hong Kong one time. You know, we have a conference. I could not even go. You know, Pakistan is blood. They have to take me to a private doctor to give me a shot where I can get an appointment to come back. But you know what? I use a Beamer. This thing just disappeared. My eyes, it just happened. We went down to New Jersey to give a presentation. And my way back, I was in Buckner Boulevard because I live in New Rochelle. And I tell the lady sitting next to me, I say, I can see. You know? it just happened. I say, I can see. Now I can see as far as possible. Okay? So what Beamer does, Beamer go inside the cells, regulate it. Energy, clean up the cell, take the toxin out, take the debris out. So now we have the cell replaced by oxygen and nutrient. I don't care how much organic food you eat, I don't care what, if it doesn't go inside the cell, it's just like an umbrella waiting to get wet. So now the cells are clean, the oxygen, which is a life going in there, and with the nutrient. Also, we have what you call bacteria. We got 9 bacteria in each cell. So if you have a trillion cells, you got a 9 trillion bacteria. But we need them. So we got 2 types. We have a friendly bacteria and unfriendly bacteria. So that's another subject we have to talk about because in the textbook you just say friendly and friendly, and when that question comes in, you say yes, friendly, you go on. But now when we go down, we find out the reason why The friendly one, remain as a friendly one, is because now the cells are clean, there's some nutrients, some oxygen, they're happy and they help the cell to do what it's supposed to do. So when there's a toxin inside the cell, no nutrients, no oxygen, they become unfriendly. So when those cells being deteriorated, you can loosen out. Now the beam is taken care of that. Another thing we find out is the nerves. The nerve, we have a lot of nerve damage. That's what we see all the pains come from. They can cut your knee, you wouldn't even feel it if there wasn't any nerves there. You won't feel anything. You know? You probably hear the sound, but you wouldn't feel the pain. So now, with mercury is one of the most toxic elements in the air or everywhere. We have a dental work. All these amalgam have mercury.
He's coming.
We have what you call pharmaceutical products, and one I don't see them talking too much is cosmetic. Cosmetic have a lot of stuff. A lot of sisters, as a beautician, they have a miscarriage.
He probably did something in the back.
Headache, because there's a lot of mercury. So Bemer help to repair those things. That's what you see. These pants gotta go. Then we also, the analogy that I use all the time is the ocean. You see that if you don't drop a big thing like a Titanic in the ocean, the ocean will clean itself up. Whatever you drop in there, it gotta get out. You know, you say, I'm going to take a dead body 1,000 feet away in the ocean. Sooner or later, it is being a Japanese shore or European shore somewhere, you know, and it's got to get out. And the body does the same thing. If you have enough energy, if the body has enough energy, it's going to really clean itself. And
I want to know what's dairy in it.
Oh, no dairy. We don't deal with that.
A weak spot. Okay? And then, if there's no weak spot, your body becomes unhospitable to disease. It doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are. Doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, we're all the same age. If you read the book of Enoch, that's another subject.
All right now.
So it just coming in different times. It's a wave, you know. So, and he can tell you, we do the evaluation for a very young person, and the scale is about what, 31. Now look at me, son. And somebody else is 84. And how you like that? and it's also has to do with this life, health itself. It's a way of life. That's what it is. Your body is your best lab. How many times you go to the doctor? That's how do you feel? I feel good, though, but you got to take this. But you got to come see me the other day. But it's more the lab. See, I'm okay. I can breathe good. I feel good. That's a way of life, you know. And I'm going to say a few things because there's a lot. We can spend the whole day talking about medicine. And today is not a presentation about Bemer per se. If that was a real presentation, we have to come here with a lot of slides and to show that it's a different thing to see there. But take it from me because I've been there. He can tell you. His wife, I was here about a month ago. His wife bring me here to talk about what her own experience about it being. Okay? And then we have a lot of time you have your children going to school and they're coming home. And if you see the kids coughing a lot, you know, you gotta ask yourself a question. There is something about grief about the child. Sometimes it's a grief with other kids. Sometimes it's the teacher, what have you. There's a little something you have to know because that your lung cannot deal with grief. You see people with pancreatic problem. It's a self-esteem, timid. You know, you cannot stand for yourself. We have people with constipation. You hang on something. You hang on something. Let it go. It's not hard. I wish I can come and talk to you about the medicine all day long. This is not my passion. People who are buying things from garage sale, don't go think buy things from garage sale people. You don't know how long they've been having those things. It probably a wolf that hang out great grandmother in there. I'm not talking about any race or anything, but you know what I mean. It could be a whip, they'll whip our grandmother, and you're gonna buy it and hang it in your house.
You said
Okay.
Garrison?
Sometimes you have a beautiful old wood chair, and you got enough thing in your house anyway. But it's a habit. It's a wooden chair. You say, "Oh, it's honey, nice, honey. Can I buy?" I'm thinking, and you take it. It could be someone who just shot themselves in that chair.
Negative energy.
Yeah, he shot himself in that chair. Energy stay there, and you take this thing home. All of a sudden, you become so vital. You know. So you have to be careful with those kinds of stuff. And we have a fear, unknown. It's your kidney. All of a sudden now everybody's in dialysis. We all fear of everything. We build up a beautiful family here. We just have to do it, open up the heart. Live the same thing. Anger, rage. Because you keep thinking about something, you refuse to let it go, and it just stay right there. And you see a lot of people with headaches. She's a nutritionist. She will tell you. Exception, make sure that. So she can tell you. People coming to see you with a lot of headache. First thing come to your mind, you say, "Oh, it's an allergy." No, it's the liver. Because if you have anger, it's gonna hit you right there. Okay. So now the Bemer. When I speak last night, I spoke for somewhere else. And we'll have people come in and say, "Oh man, this is $6,000. Oh man, that's too much." First thing come to my mind, convert it into British pound. He wouldn't be $6,000. He probably 4.5 pound. Am I right? So that's just a psychological thing. If you think that number is too much, find a stronger currency, convert it into that, and you see the number come down. And I have a people up there in the Bronx that want to buy a Beamer, because the vision of the company is not just come in here, just get a session. No, the vision is that to see one day each and every household will have one Beamer for the whole family, where everybody can go on that thing twice a day to keep the cell, because we charge the cell for 12 to 15 hours. But now what about if we get in that thing twice a day? The cells still charging all the time. Then you turn around, you say, "Oh man, it's too much. Every day I got to get into this." But you get in the bed every day. You brush your teeth every day. You pray at least twice a day. I pray all the time myself. Okay? So you open up that habit to do that, and it's the best thing ever happened that you live a pain-free life. I can stand up here like 5, 6 hours. I never feel anything. I never feel anything. Because it works with the lung cells. That means you can breathe more oxygen. It works with the bone cells, nerves, everything. You see how many times you talk to someone and say, "John," they say, "Huh?" Pelvic calcification. They can do like this. Some people say, because they cannot bend their head. It's very painful. So those are things that I try to explain to people. We have to find a way to raise fun. You want to buy the Beamer? Yes, you do a raffle. I bought a computer, $500 for a lady. I said, "Do the raffle with this thing. $10. New York Lotto, 3 numbers. That's 1,000 numbers. If you sell us 600 of this thing, you buy your Beamer. I purchased 2 from you. You come in here, you tell all the brothers and sisters what you want the money. It's a good cause for health. They're going to buy it for $10. Everybody will buy this thing for $10. And the luckiest one will get the computer anyway. So that's how we're going to raise a fund. Some people do it with school bus tours or something. Yeah, they do it something. Because one thing I'm going to say before I answer the question, when it's time for election, we are very active. We bring our contribution to the politicians. Am I right? We are the voting booth. After this guy elected, what do they do for us?
Nothing. Nada.
I've been voting since what the guy named Carter. Yeah, he look like Kennedy. Oh, I was voting for this.
Peanut
I'm
man.
still against, and then I haven't blown 1 inch yet.
Mm.
So we have to look out for ourselves as a big family. And we all can enjoy health. We all can enjoy it. We change our attitude. You know, you tell me you eat the best food, and all of a sudden somebody's still right in your heart. Or you refuse to let go, and that food will drop us. It will stuck somewhere. Yes, brother.
I was wanting to know, maybe it might be premature, but how much is a Beamer?
The Bemer is $5,990, which is $6,000. But Bemer do three things. First and foremost is the health of yourself, and your family. You know, you see those Japanese kids, the Chinese kids, and then when they come in here, we think they are smarter than anybody else. No, they know something that we don't know.
They cheat.
They're using some technology that we don't. When you do that beamer, that B part up there is going through the circulation, because we need that to nourish the brain for acuity. We have to nourish the brain. I got to use it every day because I want